Ladies and gentlemen, it's that time again. From the deepest jungles to the outmost reaches of space and beyond the veils of death itself, the Bald and Bonkers boys are back for another episode. It's no secret that you won't know what will happen next, but Dakota Franson and Chris Mould promise that all bets are off. Viewer discretion and straitjackets advised. These two idiots live up to the name. Viewer discretion and straight.
The echo.
Is it skipping around for you?
No, played absolutely perfect for me.
Oh,
Nah,
it's picking on me again.
mysteries.
It's probably a good thing I didn't turn on the advertisements for the show beforehand after what happened last week.
Really? I see for my lives and Go Scotland, what I do is what do you call it? I get into YouTube, and as soon as the live starts, they have to watch adverts. You get made monetization that way.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not that. It's where we got to talking about certain subjects, and all of a sudden, advert.
I know.
You know, wait until we're done recording at the very least.
I know. I suppose we Go Scotland, it's different because we're not really getting into that conspiracy theory kind of thing. We're only talking about the dead people, really.
Well, speaking of which, you know, is the guest you were trying to get on for tomorrow going to show?
I'm hoping. He says he has. He says he's ready. He says hopefully he'll be on. So, Lewis, if you're watching this, I'll see you. Lewis, if you're out there.
Lewis, you're not a big guy, man. It's not going to take much for me to break you.
Come on, you know. But anyway, who's on the chat? Let's see who's on the chat. We've got Dots MC. Hello, Dots.
Yeah, Dots. We have Stephanie, and probably a few lurkers from the looks of the view counter right now.
That's very true. So it's a big day for Bald and Bonkers today, isn't it?
Well, technically not till tomorrow, but fuck it. Let's have fun all this weekend. Yeah. Tomorrow.
2 years. It's
where the Bald and Bonkers show is officially 2 years old. Yeah. How the hell we haven't called it quits yet? I will not know.
It's weird how time has flew in and flew in. Indeed it has, you know. I'm listening and lurking and making dinner. Stephanie's listening and lurking and making dinner. All the pots bubbling away, you know, steam in the kitchen, you know, shouting at folk, you know. Dots, happy birthday, boys. Oh, thank you very much, Dots. Very much, you know. Emerald Isles Paranormal. Welcome, Jenny. Welcome to the show. If it's you, Jenny, I know it is you. Jenny's no feeling well, guys. Everybody in our prayers. She's got a kind of sinus headache infection kind of thing.
Yeah,
so get better for you soon. You know,
lots of whiskey and lime.
Whiskey and lime, man. You can actually, you know, I was in a shop today, and all it was whiskeys, malts, as far as the eye could see.
You make a good old hot toddy.
Hey, the new. I'll tell you that. As long as I don't start talking about clapping animals. We don't want.
You're the one that started that. You're the one that started that. Now we have a whole merch line.
This is actually a good point, right? Because I actually brought this up to somebody the other day. Then I says, if I said to you, "Do you want to clap my dog?" What would you say? Well, I would want to pet it. It is a Scottish tradition. It is a Scottish. It's not a Scottish tradition, like doing that kind of thing. But in Scotland, if you say you want to clap it, it means you're clapping your dog. Obviously, in the civilized world, you have strange names. Civilized. Well,
you're calling Scotland civilized?
No, I'm not saying. I'm saying out in the civilized world. You know, Scotland's kind of backward. Well, it's not that backward because we've invented nearly everything. I mean, we invented the telephone, we invented the steam engine, we invented I mean, you could do in the big list of all the things we invented. You know. But I will say this, and I said it in my show last night, we need to try and pray for the people in Israel and also Palestine and stuff. That's I've no looked at the stuff today because it was just too much.
I know.
And I will say this.
Call for global jihad on Friday the 13th.
Yeah. Look, there's a lot of things that people are not telling you in that.
Oh, yeah.
Things are going to get really bad.
You know something that honestly surprised the fuck out of me. CIA is coming out and saying that the U.S. is funding both sides of the Israel-Hamas war.
I heard that.
The U.S. is funding both sides of it. And it's also CIA analysts that say World War III is not going to be fought with nukes. It's going to be fought through proxy wars. Guess what, motherfuckers?
See, that's the thing. See, they're saying they're going to move in, what do you call it? China's got to move in Hong Kong soon. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to say this. What happened in Israel with those children was absolutely disgusting.
The entire situation is absolutely diabolical. And it's even getting to the point where it's speculated that some Hamas insurgents are taking the phones of their victims and calling the families.
Yes.
That's fucked up. That is fucked up.
There's the video out there with the Hamas, and they've actually looking after the children. They've just murdered their parents. And then there was the other one with the Hamas. They were getting the old woman in the chair to do like hand gestures. Did you know that woman was in the Holocaust?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think they shot her afterwards. That just shows
usually
you the people
how it goes.
Yeah, that's just the people. Who's that Facebook user? Hey, it's everyone from Nigel. Why does Facebook do that?
It's something about how Facebook works on their end. It doesn't link up with the streaming platforms. That's
hey,
Nigel.
Hey, Kelly, and your person in the room. Look, we just need to hope that it doesn't get any worse, but I think it is going to get really bad. What worries me, and I can talk about it in this show and stuff like that, is see all these like immigrants, like asylum seekers that's coming out of the border in America. And then folk will say, "Hi, but they're Mexicans." Look, a lot of them aren't Mexicans. A lot of them are like Islamic. A lot of folk don't realise this, and it's the same happening in Ireland, Scotland, the UK, England, and Wales. It's happening. Did you see 2 days ago what happened in Sweden with the rioting? They were rioting,
right?
Yeah, and they were burning stuff, and there's actually parts of Sweden that people can't go into because it's been took over by Islamic groups.
Figures.
Yeah, and it's coming here. It's going to come here. I think it's. I can tell you something right now. If Iran gets involved, which is more than likely it's going to happen.
Iran is already involved.
But what I mean is in a full scale, them shooting at us and we shooting at them. Look at the military might that's been sent to the region. 2 aircraft carriers,
Chris,
ships, submarines. They don't send it. And
Iran owns Hamas.
Yeah,
it's already involved. They purposely pushed that attack in order to fuck up the region even more.
Who's the other group? Who's the other group that's there too that's fighting alongside Hamas? Because they're coming out of Syria. Last night, Israel bombed 2 Syrian air bases. And look, I'm going to say this now. As soon as Syria and all the rest get involved, there's going to be hell to pay.
That's the whole.
No hell to pay to them. Hell to pay us, the consumer. Because all they need is shut off the Strait of Hormuz where the oil comes through, start sinking a few tankers here and there. Okay, I mean, hell is going to pay. I think this is all by design. I think it's going to happen.
No. Every single aspect of this, from Israel's response to the United States funding both sides of the army, Maria, we are helping. We are the ones that started this.
Of course we are.
We are funding both sides of this because they want more chaos. Some circles are even starting to say that this whole situation with Israel and Hamas was supposed to help delay disclosure that was supposed to take place at the end of this year.
It's as if somebody wants a third world war. It's as if somebody wants to bring in a third world war. I was talking to somebody today, well, it was actually last night, that's in the military. I can't give you his name, but he's an American soldier and stuff like that. And he was telling me that they're moving equipment there that only move when there's got to be a war. Sometimes they send like maybe a frigate and an aircraft carrier and stuff just to scare folk, right? To make them think, oh no, the Americans are coming and stuff like that. But they're actually moving the A-10 Warhawk, fleets of them, and other stuff to the region. That's a very bad sign that America is going to help Israel and take out Iran. I'm telling you, this is going to blow up and it's going to be unbelievably bad.
It's going to.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
here's and at the end of the day, this is still a fucked up situation, regardless of what's going to be going on. Yes, the U.S. is sticking its nose in places where it shouldn't be, and it does not have. We do not have that top dog fear in the eyes of the rest of the world anymore. We don't.
Lawrence in the chat, aren't we sent aircraft carriers heading that way? There was one aircraft carrier, 4 frigates, and a submarine heading there, and then they decided to send 2 nuclear-powered aircraft carriers and more ships, and they say it's all going to go down on Monday or Tuesday.
We'll see.
It's like what's happening in Gaza Strip is absolutely diabolical, right? What's absolutely they're bombing civilians and stuff like that, but it's not just that. Hamas is bombing and killing the Israelis. But here's an interesting fact: did you know that Hamas killed its own people the other day?
Of course it does.
There was actually a part in the town. I actually watched this. It was really interesting. It was people flew it. They've got everywhere in Israel. They've got bunkers, obviously because of the situation over there. And there was a bunker that held about 100 people, and there was like a mixture of like Israelis and a mixture of normal people. Ran in there. Both Muslim and Jews went into that bunker. They were all huddled together. There was a Hamas taking a strip of grenades, pulled all the pins out and threw it in and shut the door. Killed them all.
Because the point isn't, there's several groups that are trying to say, oh, this is instigating Islam, Christianity. This is, East versus West. No, they're just looking for blood. That's all this is. Do you know jihad never actually meant war?
What does it actually mean?
If you actually look at the Quran, it means a spiritual fight.
Yeah. I'm going to say this, right? We need to hope both sides. I wish both sides could just sit at the table and say, enough is enough here. We need to try and talk this, but it's not going to, because I'll tell you something, the Israelis are going to go for blood. They are pissed for what's happened to their people.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And obviously, Muslims, they're going to be the same, because they're going to be like, look what's happened to our people, and they're just going to, it's just going to escalate until somebody presses that button. And it's going to happen.
And, this has honestly become a reflection of what's going on in a lot of circles right now. Everyone wants to be seen as the top. That's not what the situation is supposed to be. We're supposed to be sitting down and actually trying to help each other to where we're not constantly dying over stupid ideologies and dogma. But when you realize and actually dig into what needs to be taken out, it is a spiritual fight. But it's meant for, the thing is, it's meant for along the lines of, like the id versus the ego, right? That's what jihad is. The extremists completely butchered it. None of them probably actually read the damn Quran.
No, I know. Look,
seriously,
I've got friends that are Muslims, right? I talk to them all the time. I actually play the Xbox sometimes with them, right? And they're the nicest people you could possibly imagine. I actually had the conversation about this the other day with them, and they're like, it's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. But what can we do? And it's true. It's not just wars in other countries. You look at all the UFO groups out there with the drama, and the paranormal groups out there with the drama, because I want to be in top, and I want to be on TV, and I want to be this, and I want to be that, and I'm an amazing person. That's all it is. We're meant to be here to try and prove something. It's like the UFO field. We're here to prove that aliens exist, that there is life beyond the stars, and there's life after death. But there's people out there that really care about money and fame, which I think is bad.
And unfortunately, there's just like, honestly, you want to know the basis of these misinformation groups, the basis for Biden funding several social media influencers in order to persuade his campaign, in order to purposely stock shit up online. And yeah, you can prove this. A lot of so-called influencers are actually being paid by management companies that are being paid off by the DNC.
Yeah.
And these are ones that are saying that there's bomb threats being put against them. They're putting up people's private information that dare to speak up against them. And it's fucked up. The whole thing is orchestrated because they realize people just want to be a part of drama because they think that's the part, if somehow fulfills this, they need to step up and do something better because we think we can actually take on that type of stuff. But if you actually sit your asses down, talk it out, realize who the bad guys are, you're going to realize we need to shut the fuck up, get our heads out of our asses, and actually start working together, because that's going to be the one thing every single corrupt asshole on this planet is. No matter what side of this you stand for, if you don't want to get part of disclosure BS, fine. If you don't want to get part of that BS, part of that drama, fine. Those people are going to spin circles constantly.
I'm going to say this.
Fucking stop.
It does need to stop. I turn on Facebook now. I only use Facebook for my Go Squad Scotland network and Bald and Bonkers network. In there and I have a wee look now and again, and I add people to the group and stuff. I was in there the other day there, and there was somebody complaining the paranormal side. Oh, they never did this, never did that. We're all falling out, and I thought, oh, fuck this. And I just turned it off. And I thought, honestly, why?
There's this one guy. He was posting pictures. Apparently, he was spend time with family. Younger brother just got married. Fine. Celebratory thing. Show off a few pictures. Lovely. But then it starts going into, oh, it was a nice getaway from the disclosure BS. Clearly not if you're feeling the need to broadcast it.
Yeah. I will say this, in the disclosure side, there is a lot of drama. I'm going to say that now. Then I mean, there's authors that are on Facebook that I'm not going to name them and stuff like that have been going non-stop, been complaining about other UFO people. You kind of what I'm talking about. And I'm like, it's all the time they're trying to prove that this person's wrong, but never once has that person posted anything about them. Not once. And it just shows you. It just shows you what it is because they're in the limelight. The person that they're talking about is on TV, they're on Discovery Plus, they're on Discovery, they're on the History Channel, they're on all this kind of stuff, talking about ancient aliens and stuff like that. And that person there is no getting on it, is no getting what they're getting, so they've decided to basically take the piss out of them.
Yeah.
Because they're jealous. Look, we're needing to stop all this, and it's needing to work together. We really are needing to work together. It's getting ridiculous now. It really is. I mean, there's folk out there that I actually watched, and now I don't watch them because I just don't know. I can't watch them anymore. And there's folk out there that I really admire their channels. Elena, I admire her channel. She's done an amazing job. You'll get to see her next week, won't you? At your thing you're going to. But then there's other channels out there that are like, get what I mean? They're like, I just think more people like Elena need to be celebrated more. I think, get what I mean? When there's other people out there that are just dicks, basically.
Oh, yeah. You're not wrong, man. You're not wrong. And I see that your brothers kind of commented that we're not going for a comedy approach. Yeah, that was part of the plan tonight, but let's face it, too much shit's going down, and it's the whole point behind Bald and Bonkers. It's simply bringing everybody to the playing field, bringing everybody level, no matter how crazy or how much this shit makes you want to pull your hair out.
And well, we've tried putting our hair out, but it's not going to happen.
Yeah, that's kind of what happened. That's why my eyebrows are so hard to see.
I think I will say this: in the alien community, needing to stop attacking other UFOologists and stuff like that. You need to work together. And so what if the other guy's on the telly or the other woman's on the telly and they're making it big time. Folk don't realise you don't make that much money off of these shows and stuff like that. You don't.
No,
Like,
you don't.
I've got friends in the paranormal world that go on these shows and stuff like Discovery Plus and all that. And they don't make money out of that. I'll tell you where they make their money. They make their money out of making books or going to events and selling T-shirts and stuff. That's how they make their money.
Selling T-shirts, doing podcasts, things like that. You
Aye.
want to know the highest paycheck I've ever gotten from one of those gigs? Granted, I'm not on the big, radar quite yet. You know what the biggest, check I've gotten from one of these gigs? $100.
What's that? $100.
$100.
Wow.
Yeah.
See what I mean? This is what people think. If people think, oh, I'm going to be a TV star one day. I'm going to be a top ghost hunter one day. I'm going to be a top UFOologist one day. I'm going to have my own TV show and stuff like that. It doesn't make you rich. Selling your merchandise, or can I pronounce that? So it gives you money. Going to events and selling signed T-shirts and books and stuff like that makes you money.
Why do you think so many A-list celebrities have their own companies?
Aye.
That's exactly why. Because the movie industry is the best form of advertisement.
Aye. A lot of folk don't realise this. See, a lot of actors, they don't really make money out of the movies. They make money because of the advertisement.
I mean, this is why we just had another major writer's strike, was because AI was making it so the corporate bigwigs that want to keep the millions lined up to cover their billions, we're realizing there's other ways to screw people out on the bottom.
Yeah. Right.
And it happens in every single industry.
What's that? Lawrence? Don't cover your travel.
Cover your travel. Yeah, no, I'm serious. I mean, like $40 of that 100 went to gas alone.
Right, and there's people out there that say, "Oh, but your channel's monetized now. You'll be making millions a week." Like, I'll tell you exactly how much you make in monetization. You ready for this? For every 1,000 views you get, ready? £2.90.
Bald and Bonkers, since we got our monetization back with the memberships and everything, all the fancy lights turned on, maybe $11.
Yeah.
Last
it's the same with Ghost Squad Scotland. Yeah, it's the same with Ghost Squad Scotland. That's why, guys, if you would like to become a member, it's only 99 cents. 99 cents a month, and you become a member for Bald and Bonkers. It lets you get extras. What is it? You get extras. You get extra wee extras and stuff like that.
You get behind-the-scenes info about stuff. You get funny emojis to put in the chat, like Chris and I's heads. You can give us our own head.
There you go. No,
because we're clearly not that flexible.
Oh, there you go. It was clapping animals last week for me, and now you're giving head.
Oh wait, I sold mine. Wait.
Look, people don't realise there's folk out there that think, oh, you're going to make millions on YouTube and that, and they're going to be the next Ghost Adventures. Look, that's YouTube for that is over. You're not going to make it on YouTube for that.
Mm-mm.
You're going to make it through PayPal. Aye, there's got to be somebody that donates like $100,000 or something like that. Aye, that you're going to make
PayPal
money.
Puts your account on freeze, and we also have a Patreon membership because we don't trust YouTube to keep their word on shit. I mean, I constantly keep getting alerts saying that I need to turn on two-step verification.
Oh, I know.
Because I'm now monetized.
You have to do it. I've done it.
I did it. I've done it with every email that is tied to the company account.
I'll tell you,
it still won't go away.
Yes, I know. See, we Ghost Squad Scotland, it did it for about 5 months, and then it stopped.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Thanks for the warning.
It does it, so it'll be fine. I'll eventually stop. Look.
It's just annoying, I know.
Aye, I will say this. Try and support smaller channels out there. But you honestly, if you're getting into this game thinking, I'm going to start a YouTube channel and I'm going to be a millionaire, it's not going to happen to you. Oh, but what about the channels out there that'll get 10 million subscribers? Aye, 10 million. Yeah. You have an idea how long it would take to get 10 million subscribers? See, have you seen what YouTube's doing there? have you seen in the ad section what YouTube's doing? You've probably noticed that you can actually give them money and they'll put your content out for you.
I know. It's called promotion.
They actually offered me a package to say if you pay $500 a day, we'll put you out there. $500 a day.
I know.
See, there'll be people paying that. There'll be people paying that. That's why they're so successful. Because the money they're getting back for their hundreds of thousands of views, they'll be putting it back into the advertising. They'll be just growing and growing and growing.
I know. That's what you're technically supposed to do.
Yeah.
And it's understandable. There comes a point where natural growth only takes you so far. You got to put in a little bit of advertising. It just fucking happens. Yeah. Hell, Chris, for $40, I can slap Bald and Bonkers on a screen in Times Square again.
I know.
Which honestly looks, it's a lot better. It's a lot better bragging rights than just advertising on YouTube, in my opinion.
Look, there's people out there that do it. Look, there's people out there that do YouTube. I can somebody out there they were sitting at 2 subscribers last week. Well, last month they were sitting at 2 subscribers. I was like, they're putting their videos in, they're getting like 1 view per video, right? And then I went back to their channel and they had 27,000 subscribers. I was like, holy shit. And they still had 1 view.
Yeah, that's a big giveaway.
But like, you're not going to make the money doing this. Obviously, Bald and Bonkers is working out everywhere. It's not just YouTube, it's Amazon Prime and stuff like that. But we don't make any money. So this folk think if you start doing this, you become a millionaire and all that kind of stuff. There's people out there that are really amazing ghost hunters, and they've got their. Let's talk about Dave Schrader. He's got an amazing podcast, right? The 60-minute podcast that he does at like 3 o'clock in the morning and stuff like that. And he does those ghost shows and stuff like that. But he's not making much money out of that. He has to go to events. He does events where he's got to like cuddle folk and get this photo taken for like $30 or something every time. That's how he makes his money. It's this thrifty witchy. It's Drew, my paranormal and broomsticks channel is still doing show. It's weird that I don't know why that is. It's a mystery of the universe. I don't know why that is.
YouTube being YouTube.
Exactly. You know, I've made Dakota jealous tonight. I'm drinking Iron Brew.
Oh, fuck off. Fuck off with your bubblegum soda.
You know. So what other news is happening? Of course, Dakota's going away to a big event next week. He'll be jiving away to the disco, you know. Do they still have discos now? Or is that too old?
Well, considering the group that's putting it together, it's about the right age.
Oh, that's true, you know. But like, it's coming in the summers and stuff like that. Oh, I remember the days when I was at Area 51.
I remember when Area 51 was Area 5. Why did I give it an...
was that like an Indian accent? Oh my God.
I was like, why? Oh, hey, thanks for the heart, random... I think that's Hindu.
Yeah, I'll get a
on
heart
TikTok.
today.
Someone
I'll
someone sent me a heart on TikTok.
Oh, how do you get hearts?
They send... Well, first off, we're not acting like fake AI.
No, we're not doing that stupid thing. Corn. Nice day.
I mean the ones that actually program legitimate AI to do that stuff. Okay, that's cool. Someone actually figured out how to do like real life animatronics to link it up to that. Okay, from a tech nerd's perspective, the batteries are running low. From a tech guy's perspective, that's actually kind of cool when they manage to link stuff up like that. But God.
Look, I'm going to say this. TikTok is full. What is it with the AMPC TikTok things? Corn. Nice day. Corn.
I don't.
Nice day. Rose. And you're just sitting there thinking, Jesus Christ, the human race has now became idiots.
Lawrence, you bang girders and spit rivets when drinking Iron Brew.
That'd be kind of funny. I do bang girders. There you go.
Yeah, sure. It's like it's kind of funny.
I'll tell you,
the guy, our tour guide, while we were in Scotland, he pointed out something that Iron Brew. It's supposed to, it's marketed as like this big manly drink, all that, and it tastes like fucking bubble gum.
No, it doesn't. I think it tastes.
Yeah, it does.
It doesn't. It's made of girders. It's made for the steel industry. You know. Please donate to the channel, ladies and gentlemen, through what you call it, TikTok. Send us a galaxy or something. I've always wanted to see a galaxy on TikTok.
We got TikTok, we got Twitch, we got YouTube.
You know,
I think some of our, I don't know. We're so off.
Become a member for YouTube. Become a member on YouTube, and it's only 99 cents.
All right, come on. I need to change the batteries. Hold on. You'll watch somebody.
Yeah.
Somebody will actually think I'm a fucking android doing that shit.
Oh, it'll come out tomorrow. It'll be in the UFO community. But Dakota is an android for the alien planet Zorbo. It'll be everybody. Everybody will complain about you and stuff like that. I'm telling you, the amount of idiots that's out there. Look at the ads from the 80s. Hilarious. I like the ads. You'll not remember it, Dakota, but folk in the chat remember. It used to be the advert for Iron Brew with the guy taking out his false teeth and slurped it, and then he says, "Here, do you want your can back?" And the wee lassie went, "No, just keep it." It's lovely.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
You humans.
But ladies and gentlemen, please consider becoming a member, or even if you want to donate. What's that? We sign down the bottom. Super stickers. Look at that. The things that you can put up. You see all the mad, crazy things that you can put up.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck you. I might do one a wee while.
I wonder. Being that it is, the 2-year anniversary and all that.
Yes.
I mean, Chris, don't you have a little something that you're putting together?
Me? Oh,
you want to do yourself a little plug while we're here?
That's right. I forgot all about it. It's a shame we couldn't play them the trailer to show them the trailer for it.
Are you sure about that?
Can you do that? Can you play that? Can you do that?
You want to?
Play that? Aye, play it. Right, guys. Go for it.
Well, here's a little preview. Make sure I get it to the right. No, also let me know what y'all think of this.
That was brilliant. Just in time for the Halloween surprise,
Yes,
very well done.
Yes.
I'll tell you what it is, ladies and gentlemen. No many of you can, but next day, I think it's the 23rd, we have a very special guest coming on to a new show in Ghost Squad Scotland and Bald and Bonkers called Paranormal Uncut. And it is definitely an 18 rated show because we will be going into dark histories. Now, my co-host for the show will be Jenny, none other than where is Jenny? Paranormal, where are you?
Jenny, you live?
Are you there, Jenny? You're there somewhere,
Jenny, where you at, Jenny?
Well, Emerald Isles Paranormal, so remember, give her a subscribe, guys. She will be my co-host. We have none other than Neil Story coming on to be our first guest to talk about the gruesome murders. And I'm going to say this right now. This show is dark because it's not just ghost stuff we're talking about. We will be talking about aliens in this show. With Neil Story, it'll be Jack the Ripper, how gruesome it was, and we'll get right into it, and it will be gruesome. So I'm sorry to say that as an 18 show, it will be marked as an 18 show, right? There might be some swearing in it there, but it's an 18 show. but we'll also be getting lots. There's a couple of other alien people that I might be getting on. We might be interviewing Dakota on it too, but it'll be every it'll be every 2 to 3 weeks when we play it on a Monday night.
Is that it?
There you go. Yeah, every 2 weeks or something like that. Yeah.
Uh,
It was very good. I must admit, you done a very good trailer. What did you think, guys, of that?
looks like we got some thumbs up in the chat. I'll tell you that's very good. Yeah,
There we go. It'll be good with Neil Story. I'm actually trying to get Neil Story back at Christmas with another guest. An interesting guest, but I can't talk about that now. So I can't talk about that now because I can't, because I've not messaged them yet. And I don't want to. I want to get the two of them on together because I think the two of them together would be absolutely awesome. So
knowing you, I think I might know.
I've no asked him yet. But
I think I know who you might try to gun for. Knowing you.
I know.
I think I've known you enough where I could probably get.
Right, we'll keep it at that. But
he usually shuts himself. If it's who I think it is, he usually shuts himself down at Christmas time. So spend time with family.
Oh, I'm not talking about Neil. I'm not talking about Barry Fitzgerald.
No,
I'm talking.
I wasn't thinking Barry.
I'm thinking a guy we actually talked about a wee while ago. I've not asked him yet, but I was talking to him the other day, and I thought, Ken, if I could get the two of them on, because the two of them are best pals, but we'll have to wait and see what happens.
See, there you told me.
So, there you go.
There you confirmed it.
Neil is an amazing author. I see the books that he's written, Count Dracula and Bram Stoker, and absolutely fantastic. And as I say, it's adult rated, which is a show is adult rated anyway. You know what I mean? So it's and Jenny's an amazing co-host too, because she knows her history about Ireland and stuff too. So I think we'll be getting into the darkness, the real
an adults only show. I didn't think Jenny was that type of girl.
But as long as we don't bring clapping animals into it, that's all I'm going to say.
Hey, she got it right into that with you, man.
Remember, everybody, Jenny's nearly at 900 subscribers. Go and give her a subscribe, guys. Please go and give her a subscribe, and because she's nearly at 900 subscribers. Jenny's actually got a right bad infection in her sinuses and stuff now, so get better soon. So she'll get better. She's just sleeping. She's watching the show now. Let's everybody wave.
Oh, Jenny.
Jenny. She'll be laughing at this, but look.
Say, hey, in my defense, I have a sister named Jenny, so that's why I quickly rolls off to make fun of her.
You've got loads of sisters.
I know I do.
How many have you got?
That I know of?
All right,
dude, you gotta remember though. One thing I know for certain when it comes to me and my siblings is that I'm the oldest. That's it.
Wow.
I have 11 sisters and 6 brothers.
11? Holy shit. You went to your beds early in the night days, didn't you?
No, let's just say, I've said it before and I'll say it again. 95 was apparently a very good year for my father, because 96, he had kids popping out of multiple women.
I'm going to say that, there's Dots saying that. Have you seen Jenny's new puppy?
Oh, yeah.
Everybody, the wee chocolate button nose, it's a wee cute puppy.
Yeah. But speaking of new shows.
New shows, have you got a new show too?
I think I might be putting a little something together. Kind of a rehash of something I've played with on and off over the years. Shut up, Chris. Don't be thinking anything dirty, motherfucker.
I was thinking something there.
Shut up, Chris. I don't have anything fancy.
Tell us.
Let me show you. What do you think of that?
Well, that's very cool. The UFO. That's really cool. By the way, you just remembered me something that I'm going to ask you shortly. Right. I was talking to Jenny. Jenny doesn't think it's real. And a lot of other folk I've spoke to doesn't think it's real. What's your opinion on that Bigfoot sighting with the train?
Oh, okay. Right. Now, so for those of you who don't know, within this last week, there was a video caught from a train in Colorado where it looks like a big ape-looking thing is walking by, squats down once he realizes he's being spotted, and people believe it's Bigfoot. Now, there's a pretty good distance from where the guy's filming and where this thing shows up to where the color of the thing, let's go with that for now, does kind of blend into the environment. It does look potentially real, but you also have to consider there's a lot of tourism surrounding Bigfoot in that area.
Yeah.
And with that particular train ride, there's a lot of people who will dress up as Bigfoot and come up to the train.
I watched that on the big TV, right, and I noticed something. I don't know if anybody else has noticed something. The top half looks really real, right? The top half looks really, really real. But Kim, I noticed, and I don't know if anybody ever noticed that. See when the person or whatever it is goes to like try and blend in with the scene to hide, he puts his hands down to look at his trousers as where it looks like trousers because they're awfully baggy. Did you see that bit?
Yeah,
you can see it run his legs. And do you know what that remembered me? It remembered me like waterproofs. Now some people have said it's like a ghillie suit. It's not a ghillie suit, but what I will say is it's like the top half is definitely real looking, but the bottom half is like a weird shaded, the same color, and the trousers are very baggy. And I noticed when they turn, you can see whatever it is holding the trousers. And you can see them kind of move in the wind a wee bit. If that was Bigfoot doesn't wear trousers. Mike, if he was here, Mike would be able to tell us, but
No, they usually prefer to free ball it.
Yeah.
Go commando. It wouldn't surprise me, because they say chimps have entered their version of the Stone Age, so.
And they started playing with tools and stuff like that.
So Bigfoot figured out how to make itself its own clothes. Well, yeah, that Bigfoot drove a pickup truck home.
Look,
it kind of needs to in order to fit.
I mean, look, I think it's fake, to be purely honest with you. I think it's been airbrushed a wee bit. There's just the top half looks really real, but the bottom half looks just totally wrong.
It's very well done if it's a fake. It's very well done.
There's something strange about it. I will say that.
Speaking of videos, that actually just reminded me of something. I think something's come to my attention, and I feel that it probably needs to be addressed. We talk about UFOs and conspiracy stuff. The sudden insurgence of UFO clips that have been popping up ever since the U.S. pretty much said, yeah, we've been trying to look into these things. Apparently, there are some 3D design classes for like movie special effects, right? Who are creating homework assignments for their students to create realistic looking UFO videos. And for extra credit, they post the shit online just to see how well the public reacts.
Yeah.
Did something just walk past my fucking door?
There's been a few times.
I'm alone right now.
I was wondering about that because I've seen somebody walk up and doing 4 or 5 times past the gap.
I have a gap there so my cats don't freak out.
I was going to say to you about that because I've seen somebody walk past it 4 or 5 times. I just thought your mum was there or something like that.
No, I'm home alone right now.
Well, I don't think you're alone to be per se that. I think you've got maybe guests. Is it you, Mike? Are you came across the veil?
All right, that's it. I'm busting out my security camera and rigging up the place.
You'll be going to sleep tonight and you'll feel a presence climb into bed next to you.
I would love to fucking catch when No,
I thought for a
get
second there, I thought
visitations
you were going to
back
say,
there.
I would love for Mike to climb into bed next to me.
Don't joke about that shit, man.
You know, he's the kind of, honestly, that's what's coming up to you guys on Halloween night. I'm doing a special in memory of Mike the Naked Bigfoot. So please come to that.
He was one of our most frequent guests, so
Yeah.
it's only right. It's only right.
Yeah.
It's ironic that he popped up on 13 episodes exactly.
Do you know what? I don't know. You sure you haven't got like a curtain open in your hallway or anything like that? Because I just, for a second there, I thought I seen somebody walking down.
No, that's a small hallway that goes directly across from my room is the bathroom.
See, if
and
you look
no
at it,
one
guys,
is here right now.
I don't know if everybody in the chat can look at it for me, but the light actually changes. It goes from bright to it dulls
I
the
know,
way down
like
and up, like somebody's walking up and down really quickly.
Yeah. Well, they're back. Figures a week before G6, I have shit start stirring up. It's always with Elena.
Oh, don't blame Elena. Elena's amazing. Yeah, I mean,
hey, even Elena admits that for some reason, whenever she and I get to talking, Pandora's box seems open.
Mm-hmm. Ken, I don't know what it is, guys, but I don't know if anybody in the chat can see that, but it's like the gap from the door gets bright and then it dulls away down bright. So somebody's just walking past it, turning around and coming back again.
I never shut the door fully because my cats will start freaking out. Plus, my polydactyl, she hasn't quite figured out how to work the doors yet with her extra toes. She goes to open it, but her extra toes will start to catch it and slam it back in her face.
Is there anyone there? Is there anyone there? Come through the veil.
We had to start turning on the heater at night, so unfortunately, my little bug in the bed while I probably shouldn't put it like that, but putting a mic next to me when I'm asleep.
Do you see that?
Yeah.
See how you've got the white bit and then you've got the bit of wood that runs down, then you've got the door. It's like there's a shimmery blackness every now and again.
Oh.
If there's anyone there, walk in front of the door one more time.
Just the ice maker.
Watched that a few times.
You never know what happens with Bald and Bonkers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll never know. We'll never hear from
Dakota
again.
You never know what's going to happen on Bald and Bonkers. We like comedy. We like serious. We bring it all in.
Dots will be sitting in his dark living room now with his laptop open and his cup of tea in the other. And something will be crawling up behind you, Dots. Right behind you.
Careful,
you know
Dots.
You want to look.
You want to know something?
I bet if it's like
you got to be careful, ladies and gentlemen, because there's been people who have actually seen things come out of the electronics they've been watching me on.
Lawrence, your window is closed. Yes, his window is closed.
Yes, my window's closed. Heater's not going right now, so it's not blowing. You can see here. See, that's not it. Light source is coming from behind the door.
See, there's again.
Cats are fucking around.
See it walking past the door. It's as if it's walking past the door. That's weird. That. If you've come from the other side, tell us the message. Is there a message?
Fuck, what was the name on that mail? We're still getting mail at this house from the person who lived here before, considering she's been dead for over a year.
Well, that's handy. Is there any like you have won the world lottery, big check in it and all that kind of stuff? She wouldn't mind you taking that.
No, remember Ann Bender when she said she saw the woman with the oxygen tank?
That's right. That's right.
I found out just afterwards that she was on the money. She had a lot of breathing issues, and they actually used to have a ramp at the front of the house to help her getting into an ambulance.
You'd think in the
fact,
spirit world, using like an oxygen tank, it'd be like never-ending oxygen, wouldn't it?
You know, that's always something I've wondered. When you think about it, I know I've said this before on the show, but just kind of lift spirits here. Why is it that ghosts have clothes?
That's a good point.
I mean, why is it that we have clothes when we're dead? It's not part of our corporeal form.
See, I said this to Lisa Fry. I says, right, say for instance, you die, you're in the afterlife, and you're standing there completely naked in front of everybody. Obviously, you're going to feel a bit kind of angry. But she says, no, they give you sandals and a robe.
I've seen robes.
No, you get a robe and sandals.
Crossing over, but no, when you like physically die in your spirit, why do you still have clothes? That's something I've always been curious about. Is it something about how we personally visualize ourselves before we die, and that creates the image?
Well, think of it in a sense. Think of the people that have died dressed as stupid things.
Trust me, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's something I've always wondered, and it's not like we could safely test it, It's like have someone dress up as a chicken, tell them to go run and go pow. And it's like all of a sudden you got a chicken running around.
Can you imagine that? A giant chicken ghost in KFC. Say there was a man in a chicken's outfit ran over in front of the KFC and he haunts the KFC dressed as a giant chicken.
And here's another one. Why is it that spiritual manifestations and photos often look like fucking Muppets?
I've noticed that too.
You saw that after the last time we had Iron City on.
And
no one, y'all didn't see it until I said something. It literally looked like the two grouchy old guys.
Another thing, right? And I'm going to say this. Yes, there's a lot. The LSS camera, right? I'm going to say this now. The dealer ones are a bit better. See these stupid apps and all that you get there, shit. But have I always wondered, like, when they're doing like a ghost investigation, like a room, right? And there'll be some crawling up the walls, which is quite creepy, right? Because you see them crawling. But some of them will be like that size, and then some of them will be like ginormous. Is like hobbits or something like that? What's that all about? Because some of them will be like maybe that size next to one ginormous one.
I've personally
seen... shrink?
Maybe there's some side effect of ghost rot, but I've personally seen... I know somebody who was actually... I know there's a video of it from... the Shoshone ice caves that are not too far from me. Frozen over caves, been around since the Ice Age. Someone actually got video of what looks like a dude crawling up the wall like a lizard. I've physically seen these things myself. And unfortunately, those were cases that got real nasty. But
I'm going to say this, right? See the LSS cameras, you need to watch what ones you use, because some of them pick up your reflection.
Yeah.
Or do you know what else they'll pick up? Your shadow. So if you're standing, there's a light hand you, and your shadow's on the wall, and you point the camera at the wall, it'll light up as a person.
What do you expect but for something that's based around a piece of abandoned Xbox equipment?
I know. I've got you in there. I use one. I've got one with the Xbox.
It's based off of the old Xbox Connects that Microsoft does not use no more.
I will say this. The weirdest one I've ever seen was the one with the Tesla car in the graveyard.
I know. I'm very curious about that, where they're driving through a graveyard and it's picking up that people are around it.
Yeah. It's as if they're all standing there saying, oh, look at that futuristic looking car. That's weird.
I know.
That is weird.
That's probably one of the few reasons I still want to get a Tesla.
I want the Cybertruck. You seen the Cybertruck?
Yeah.
No.
I would love
but you only need about, what is it, $150,000 or something?
Yeah, Elon, can you adopt me?
Elon, I'm always liking all your tweets. Can you, would you call it? Can you give Dakota a Cybertruck? I'll have one too, please.
Cybertruck wouldn't last long around here.
Oh, I see he's on Twitter the new going on about the Israel thing. But, you would think all these powerful people around the world, all these trillionaires and billionaires, could do something about this. Can't I mean?
I noticed on Twitter there's a lot of people freaking out that the Germans are trying to support the Jews right now when it comes to the Israel situation.
Oh, I know. I watched a film the other night, and it was Escape Fate. It was a extermination camp in 1940. The Jews, and a lot of them. It was actually a true story. And 300 escaped.
No, there's actually video going around from Germany where they're flying the Israeli flag over a major Capitol building, and people are climbing it to take it down.
Oh my God! I'm going to say this. What happened to those children was absolutely terrible. I advise that you do not go and look up the images. I wonder what that was. It was your cat.
Yeah.
I think it was Mike the Naked Bigfoot son. He actually posted them on Twitter because he was not happy, and they were. It's absolutely disgraceful. And I never thought humans could do that to other humans, but it just shows you. I mean, it's like the time it's repeating itself. The Nazis did to the Jews in the 1940s. And it's not just the Jews, though. Everybody thinks that the Jews were
the Nazis went after everybody. What are you talking about?
After everybody that wasn't pure blood. They went after people with learned different ways.
Yeah.
They went after gypsies. They went after people that weren't well. They went after.
Ironically, a lot of the same people that are trying to justify Hamas's attack and support Nazis are the ones that would have been hunted down.
Do you know what I seen yesterday? And I was like, oh my God. It was actually somebody stitched it on TikTok. I can't remember who the guy was. He was an American guy, and he's like, "Do you guys really?" And it was, what do you call them with a multicolored flag? What they called?
The pride flags.
The pride flags. They were all stunning, all the transvestites and stuff like that, saying, "We support Hamas." They support Hamas.
I know, and everybody who's trying to step up and say, like, do you realize what they do to you?
Yeah, they would. You wouldn't the last 30 seconds. You know, what's that? Is that a cat? Is that... He's like,
he dropped it,
me a pussy.
My cats still have their claws, man.
You went all bloody.
I know. That was. It's like it was trying to censor it.
There's Lawrence. I see Toyota are going the way of Tesla and the way that they build their car. However, Toyota are ahead of the dry state. You've no idea the amount of fires that's been with the electric cars lately in the UK. The whole airport car park burnt down because an electric car went on fire.
You little.
That's right. What's its name? Bite him. Dig your claws in.
This cat is such a fucking attention whore.
Cats are cats, you know. I'm going to say this. I think electric cars are the most stupidest idea ever. See if they had like maybe a futuristic way, like maybe the batteries maybe go like 600 miles to a charge. I think it'd be the greatest thing ever. But see in Scotland, oh my God, you've no minute. You have many I've seen them broken down at the side of the road. They've ran out of charge.
Because the ocean air doesn't help them, or the cold.
Look, do you know, I actually know somebody that owns a breakdown service, and he was telling us, he says electric cars are nightmarish. See if you get one that's run out of batteries, you can't tow it onto the car because
you can't even set the damn thing in the park.
Yeah.
No, you can't even set the damn thing in the park if the battery goes on you.
Yeah.
Or to open the damn thing to charge it, try to charge it.
Yeah.
It's like, the fuck?
Yeah, the technologies, I think we're into more advanced like hydrogen powered cells and stuff like that more. I could, like, if they maybe designed a battery that gets like 700 miles to a charge. I know somebody's got one in my village. I was talking to the guy and he's like, "Oh, that's the next Tesla and stuff like that." He says, "Oh, it's brilliant." He says, "You can't drive it in the winter though." I'm like, "What do you mean?" He says, "Well, I could fully charge it and I get into the car, then I've got to warm the batteries up, so I lose some miles. By the time I've warmed the car up, put all the lights on and stuff, I've only got a range of 60 miles for full charge in the winter." It's okay if you live somewhere like Florida. Or
Not even then.
You don't know.
Not even then.
I will
Because
say this:
have you seen the amount of ocean?
Have you seen the amount of stupid videos of people trying to put gas in them? But I've got them as hire cars.
Or the people who are trying to put the environmentally friendly gas into cars. The ones with the green pump.
Are you talking about? My car uses unleaded. My car's an unleaded car. Uses normal gasoline. They've actually changed it for E5 here to E10. So, you know. So what you doing the rest of the night, Dakota? What strange and unusual things except being getting clawed to death by a cat?
I have 4 cats, dude.
Oh my god, they'll be climbing over, getting clawing at you. Big scratches.
They usually do. But now I'm going to be working on something I plan on revealing for tomorrow. Hopefully that'll help with some of the streaming platform issues that we and several other creators we know will have faced.
Ooh, I'm looking forward to that. See what that is. That's very interesting.
We'll see how that goes, and people can contribute and get exclusive merch that aren't found anywhere else.
And if we get to a certain amount of money, if somebody donates $10 million, Dakota will clap a gator in Florida.
Hell the fuck I won't, because those things are probably high on meth.
That's a movie that I've not watched yet. It's called Cocaine Bear or something. It's like a bear or something. It finds all
that was a true story, right?
You're taking the piss, really?
That was based on an actual incident where a bear
I've not watched
overdosed on cocaine that fell out of a drug plane. That was a legitimate incident. The bear's dead.
Did it go mad? Oh.
No, the bear died.
Well,
it didn't kill people. It had a heart attack. They actually have a statue of it where it happened.
The Pervis soul.
The bear died. He didn't make it.
So, ladies and gentlemen, if you're walking through the woods and you find a big, massive stash of cocaine, advise that you phone the forestry ranger or the police before a bear eats it.
And just remember, it is advised that if you decide to go Bigfoot hunting, the best way to gauge the environment on whether or not it's a possible area is if there's a bear population.
That's some of it.
Bears can walk on 2 feet.
What is bear spray? What's in it?
High-powered peppers.
Is that what that is?
Stings their nose, stings their eyes. I've heard of it. You got to make sure you got to get in a few good distance. Otherwise, you're just going to piss the bear off.
So there you go.
But then again, there's also a brain disease that's going around in bears right now that's actually making them act like dogs.
That's strange. I have heard of the smoky bear, not the Cokie bear.
Cokie bear? Cokie bear is the polar bear on the Coca-Cola bottles.
So, Dots, when you're out tonight in the fields clapping the local sheep, watch yourself that there's no, big bears out there.
Yeah, you gotta be careful with those things. They may look like big dogs, but they can fuck you up. And just remember, if you're in a situation and you must run from a bear, bears tend to eat their prey ass first. Bye!
Unfortunately, that's all the time we have for today, ladies and gentlemen. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe anywhere you see Bald and Bonkers for even more insanity. Be sure to spread the love to the Bald and Bonkers boys' other endeavors. And a special thank you to our audience, guests, and everyone else who helps make this crazy ride happen. Amazing things are ahead. Learn more by visiting www.baldandbonkers.net. See you next time. Much love and take care.
Are we still live? For all you people in
I
the
think we
TikTok
still
world,
are. I think we still are. And yes, it's true. Why is it not shutting down anymore?